and a palace and everything. And now I am king, and my queen will come at dawn, and she'll be waiting in Kingston Town. Good afternoon to you, and welcome to the last hour on the sunny side right here on your number one talk station, 92.3 Nigeria Info FM. My name is Denise Dennis Worlu. Who is talking about chicken and rice? Like, how did we get here? Chicken and rice must reach all of us or be ready to hear your name on the radio. Where did chicken and rice come from? Anyway, I don't know what this is about, but I'm sure we will be all right. Perceived inequality is the conversation.
It's natural to have different ideologies. We tend to see things from different perspectives. So, share your views on the sunny side as we make room for philosophical, ethical, and thought-provoking discussions.
Great for exploring the complexities of family, gratitude, expectations, and the unspoken debt. That is DEBT. Someone shared a story on X about her friend who is complaining that her uncle, who took her in after her mom passed away and put her through the University of Nairobi while sending his own kids to school in the UK. The friend is upset, feeling like she was given a lesser opportunity. And you know, with every post on social media, there would be comments. But one particular comment caught my attention. And this is that comment. When the siblings of your parents take you in after loss, I would say this slowly. It is not supposed to be helping out. It is supposed to be one of my own. This is not about capacity. The uncle made conscious choice to help out. I am not arguing with anyone on this. Brought to you by Mouth is Good Motors. And I end it there. I had pondered about this for several days. And I had personalized this situation. I have a niece. I also have nephews. I have my own children. And the normal thing a Nigerian person will say is, God forbid anything happens to my brothers or my sister or my in-laws. And I had to take responsibility. I have to care for their children. Or something happens to me and they have to care for my children. Am I expecting them to do exactly what they do for their children, for my children? Are they expecting me to do exactly what I will do for my children, for their children? Now let's start with this analysis. Take on one hand the man that took you in and took you through school. He took you in and took you through school. And you cannot even have gratitude. He could have decided not to. He could have decided, nah, I have my own responsibility. But then he did. And on the surface, that makes perfect sense, right? The friend was cared for and educated when she could have been left with nothing. But let's peel back the layers here. Is it possible for both feelings to be valid? Can you be profoundly grateful for someone's kindness while also feeling a sense of disappointment or even hurt over a perceived inequality? On the flip side, we have the uncle. He stepped up. He had his own children, and he still took on a huge financial and emotional responsibility that many people would have shied away from. And let's be realistic. Sending kids to the UK is incredibly expensive. Was it his obligation to bankrupt himself to give all the kids exact same experience? Or did he do the best he could with what he had, ensuring everyone got a solid education? I say this because for some of us parents, we have set aside funds for our children's education before they were even born. Some of us started setting funds aside for them the moment they were born. So in the future, we do not necessarily have to dip hands into our own finance to fund their education. We have sorted their educational fund to any level. So when it's time to pay fees, it's very easy for us to access those funds, pay their fees, and move on. We did not make plans for any additional person. And maybe the additional person we made plans for, we would have to do so from our own pockets. And let me also tell you, I know some really wealthy people who still rely on things like scholarships to send their kids to the best of schools. They will train their children to an extent, but you see, the particular education they want them to achieve or acquire, they would put their foot down and ensure that those kids get scholarships. Not because they cannot fund them. No, they can actually. But why bother funding something out of my pocket when my child can actually get this scholarship? So I would fund their pocket and every other miscellaneous flight tickets and all of that, but they would go to school on scholarship. What if these kids had gone to school on scholarship and all of these plans had been made long before you came into the picture? What if the scholarship could not get to you and they had to fund this one on their own? Perceived inequality. They went to the UK. Maybe if my mother was still alive, maybe I would have gone to the UK as well. What if your mother was still alive, you would have gone to Uniport or Unikettle, or you'd have gone to RSU or Kensariwa Polytechnic or Ignatius, or you'd have gone to Captain Elechi Amadi Polytechnic, or you'd have gone to IMSU, or at most maybe Ghana. What if your mom was still alive, you wouldn't even think of going you wouldn't even think of going to university at all? What if you would have had to pay your way through school? What if you would have gone back to this same uncle to ask for school fees every now and then? We do not know. But there is that perceived inequality. One of these days, myself and my sister-in-laws, where I married from, they call them my mates. I still do not understand why they do so. We went to see someone and the person shared plantain. And I saw that the way the plantain was shared was not equal. And the portion that got to me was lesser than the portion that got to others. And at a point, I almost felt that, why is my own not equal? And then I remembered that this person could have decided not to give us this plantain. And this person is not even thinking about whether they gave me 5 fingers and they gave the other 6 fingers. For all this person knew, this person was just cutting the plantain, and anybody he gets to, any amount that gets to you, that is your own. This person did not owe me this plantain. So if I got the plantain I got, I should be grateful rather than looking at the other people's own. This one got this one got 4 or 5. Or I went to visit you and I see that you guys were already eating. And then I looked at your plate and I'm seeing chicken. And then I'm seeing meat, beef, and it's not chicken. Should I be grateful that you at least offered me a meal? Or should I be grateful you offered me a meal, but also be disappointed and feel hurt that you did not see me worthy enough to eat chicken? Can you be profoundly grateful?
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned to Nigeria Info.
Sense of disappointment or even hurt over a perceived inequality. Question number 2. Where is the line between gratitude and perceived unfairness or inequality? Is it always wrong to feel shortchanged when someone has already done so much for you? Or do we need to acknowledge the nuance in this family dynamics? I may not be able to send you abroad, though. Yes, so I cannot shall send you abroad. But I can shall send my children. It's my dream. I have already been, in short, I said my children will shall school abroad even before they were born. And I made plans towards it. I shall did not make plans for you. But you see, I will still send you to school, but not abroad. Shebi? Have I not tried? Am I obliged that if my children are going abroad, you too shall must go abroad? Abroad must touch your body. And what if it comes at an extra expense and extra pressure just to prove the points that, this now my sister Pikin. I should not treat her. I should not make her feel bad that maybe because my mother is not alive. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Someone says, you see, okay. The person who sent the message about chicken and rice responded to you where you said if you gave your household members chicken in their plates of rice but didn't give a visitor, would that be a perceived inequality? Okay, I think I get the picture now. Now this message says, good afternoon, Denise Worlu. For me, human beings in our number try hard enough to demonstrate an entitlement mentality in most of our interactions and dealings. Sometimes, even outrageous expectations, yes. Hence, perceived inequality is a subjective experience of unfairness, disparity, or unequal treatment that individuals may perceive either rightly, but most times wrongly in their interactions, opportunities, or outcomes. In all, if your expectations remain near zero, inequality appears not to exist, except otherwise. My perspective, Jerry Michael from Eagle Island. Can you be profoundly grateful for someone's kindness while also feeling a sense of disappointment or even hurt over a perceived inequality? Let's talk. Is it always wrong to feel shortchanged when someone has already done so much for you? Or do we need to acknowledge the nuance in these family dynamics? It's a dicey one, right? Again, the number 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0009. That is 0817-923-0009. Remember, we're live on Facebook page, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, and X at Nigeria Info PH. Prince Annie on Facebook says, yeah, it happens sometimes, especially when the person is far above your standard. But I discovered I was hurting myself the most. I let everything go and I worked harder. Why is it hurting? Why are you not looking on the bright side? This man would have shall not sent me to school at all. Right? Did this man owe sending you to school?